Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to do coding for Arduino. So we will cover the basics syntax of the coding. So let's start with it. So the first thing is coding platform. So coding for Arduino circuit is done through the Arduino IDE software. So we just have to install the software in our system in order to start the coding. And the other platform is Tinkercad, where we can create virtual circuits or projects, and the coding can also be done there. So throughout the videos, we are going to use the second platform, the Tinkercad, to make some connections and do the coding. So the next thing is, so whenever we start doing text coding in Tinkercad, you will see the default structure. So this one is the default structure. So you can see there are two functions. The first one is setup function, the other one is loop function. So setup function is basically called as preparation function, and to initialize pin mode and to begin serial communication, this function is used. So the function is executed only once when the program starts. So the term pin mode means we have to tell the Arduino that the components configured to the specific pin is either input or output. Okay, so the Arduino doesn't know which component you are connecting to the particular pin, so we have to mention it. Okay, so we can I can give you an example for this one. So in coding, we used to say high or low to start and stop any device, or you can say to give 5 volts or 0 volt to the components. So we know LED and buzzer is an output device. So whenever I write high, so the LED will start glowing and the buzzers will start producing a tone. But in case of switch, which is an input device, if I write high, it means I'm pressing it. So with that, nothing will turn on. So it is giving input to some other component to make it work. Okay, and you'll see curly braces over there. So these curly braces are basically used to start and end the function. So in both the function, curly braces are there. So it is used to start and end the function. And the next thing is in statement, the one that is written as pin mode LED built-in output. That's a statement. So the statement, after statement, you can see a semicolon. So semicolon is there, that is used to end the statement. Okay, so that is the thing. So the most important thing is that we always have to write this function even if you are not writing any statement in it. Which function? Void setup, the setup functions especially. Okay, so the loop function is called as execution function. So the code written in this function repeat forever until we stop it. So whatever we are expecting out from our project, we are going to write that coding in between this one. Okay, so next thing is, so how to write the coding and in this particular thing, the structure. So we will start from the variables. So the first thing is variables. So variables are used for naming and storing numeric values. Uh, so it is further of two type: global variable and local variable. So global variables can be used anytime in the program. So these variables are written at the beginning of the program, just above the setup function. And local variable, so these variables are declared within a function. So if we want to, if we have declared this particular variable in a loop function, so it can be only used in loop function only. We can't use it in some other function. So it can be used only at that place where it has been declared. So within the function. So types are, so based on different keywords, these are the types. So first one is byte. So byte is used to store 8-bit without the decimal points. So the range of this is like 0 to 225. So the syntax is byte vname is equal to input value. So vname is basically variable name, and input val is the value assigned to the variable. So the second thing is Integer, we used to write it as int. So it is used when we want to store some integer. So without decimal point, it store a 16-bit value with the range of 32,767 to minus 32,768. So basically 2 raised to power 16 is the value, and we are using half of it for the positive side and half of it for the negative one. The third one is float. So float is used when we want to store integer with decimal points. Okay, like 68.5, 68.55. So with the decimal place, you have, if the value is in decimal place, you have to write the float variable. So it stores a 32-bit value with the range of 32,767 to minus 32,768. Fourth one is constant. We used to write it as const. So it is used when the value need not to be changed, or you can say the value remains constant throughout. So like the values of a minute and an hour is 60, so that can't be changed. The value of a pi, that is 3.14, we can't change it, so that value will remain constant, and you can see the syntax is also written over there. Okay, the fifth one is character. So character, we used to write it as char. Okay, so it is used to store a character. You can write it in small letters or capital, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so char values are surrounded by single quotes. The next sixth one is long. So this variable is used when an extended size variable for a number is required, for the storage of a number is required. So long variable uses 4 byte from memory. Okay, the next one is Boolean. So whenever we say Boolean, two things come to our mind: true and false. So a Boolean hold either one of the two Boolean values, that is true or false. So this Arduino data type has a memory of 8-bit. So let's move further. So the next thing is we are going to learn about the syntax that we are going to use while making a program. Okay, or you can say doing a coding. So the first thing is digital read. So to read the digital value from a digital pin, it is used. So it will return the values in high or low. So you can see the syntax. It is read is equal to, so read is basically, I have just written the name of it. So it will take the value from the pin number. So read is equal to digital read pin. So pin is written in the bracket. You have to write the pin number, or if you have like mentioned any variable, so you can write the variables also. So like if I want that it will take a reading from pin number 5, so instead of pin I have to write the 5 pin number within the brackets. So next is digital write. So it gives output in terms of high or low. So if in pin mode pin is configured as output, then the voltage is 5 volt for high and 0 for low. So syntax is digital write pin comma value. So the value is high or low, and instead of pin you can write the pin number or a variable. So that is all up to you. Next is analog read. So to read the value of a analog input, it is used. So it returns the value from like 0 to 1023. So I mean in numbers. Okay, if the number is 0, so voltage will be 0. If it is 1023, so voltage is 5 volt. So if it is 526, the voltage will be around 2.5 volts. Okay, so the next thing is analog write. So it gives output as analog signal as PWM signals. Okay, it can use to change brightness of LED, vary the speed of motor, etc. So we can use it that way. So the syntax are analog write, brackets, in brackets you have to write pin comma value. Okay, so the last one is delay. MS means milliseconds. So delay gives a pause to the program for a specified time that you have mentioned within that bracket. So syntax is like delay 1000. So 1000 means 1000 milliseconds, which means 1 second. So in this video, we have gone through the basic syntax and we will learn other syntax while working on an activity. So this is enough for this video, and uh, if you really like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.